Welcome back to Factorio Megabase-In-A-Book. My name is Nilaus, and we are going to continue on our scaling up of this glorious megabase from 2,700 science per minute into 5,400 science per minute. I might just build it to 5,000 flat, because that's a nice round number, and then have some bonus sort of capacity so that things don't always run out. Because if I'm producing at 5,500 and I'm consuming at 5,500, there will always be one of the sciences that will be sort of almost running out. So that's not great. Let's have a look up here. Yep, that's good. Right, so first, thank you very much, everyone who is still following this this series. I am really enjoying it, and I also really appreciate all the patrons who are supporting and then thereby extending this series. I do not have any other Factorio content planned until the release of the expansion, so let's keep this going for a while more and get to that achievement. I had no idea that we would probably be reaching the 5,400, but now it looks very much doable with the number of episodes we have and the structure of the base. Still running at 6060 confidently, comfortably, and by kicking out the biters out here, I think we'll actually get to be more settled. We're almost here. If we look at how many of these are open, this one's still open, and this one's open, and this one's open. So only a few of them are actually open, but the rest, they are actually in an idle situation where they've been pushing out everything that's in here. So there's no biters in these areas, otherwise they would have been shooting it. At some point, once it's stable all the way around, I will be getting one more update, because if we look at pollution, well, that's actually not so bad. Well, out here, we are getting pollution outside of our artillery range, and same with down here, and it's only going to get worse. So we should probably just extend out a bit further, so we can try to get the artillery range extended beyond our pollution range. It's going to be a bit difficult because it spreads pretty quickly. We built this one last time. I'm pretty happy about it. I mean, I know that some people were going really all in on this part about bit shifts and all that crap, and yeah, that's not something I'm going to do. So what I am going to do is we are going to do a few things today. We are going to look at the I was already preparing that we were running out of plastic, but we're definitely going to run out of plastic, because that's one thing. We are running out of sulfuric acid. So the first thing we're going to do is disable this one. That's pretty simple to do. We don't even need to go anywhere. We can just set it to 0. That means nothing more comes in here. This one, I am going to hard code it as well to 1. What that means is that it'll always be available, and that means even when this runs out and they can't really fill it up a full train, then it'll still send a train in, and the train will then get stuck, and I'll have to remember to move it again. But the reason why I want this is because we have a better setup for stone bricks, and I'm going to need to get one more of these in here, maybe actually more. I might need to move the batteries, as you can see here. Move that out away somewhere. Another thing that I want to do, which is kind of awkward, is I want to make a new build of this one here. So why, oh why do I want to build a new military science? It's not actually because I want to make the military science bigger. It's because I want to clear up this entire thing, and that means we also need to stop working on these parts here, the science facilities, and they will need to be copied as well. I'm using copy instead of the blueprinting. And where did I decide? I decided I wanted it down here. Does that look good? Yeah, here, and also on this one here. So those will be the 4 that I need to build, and in order to get all the signs up and running. I'm not gonna build all 4 of them, because we don't have the supply to get all that in there, but we need to make these 2 stop working and getting the other ones inbound. That's gonna be a bit tricky, because we have a lot of stockpile here, so we'll get started on it. And the first thing we want to do is make sure that all of these are now going to be set to 0, so we don't request any more inbound to this location. And what we're then going to do with 97% on science, I know there's kind of a lot of things that we are moving around, and it may seem a bit silly that I'm moving things around, but I do want to try to optimize the travel distances and to make sure that the only small trains, like science trains, I don't need them to be in the middle position, because they're not going to be that many trains there. So put them down here, that's fine, and then we can reserve the space for some of the stuff that really needs to sort of come from everywhere and go to everywhere. This one is 99, And instead of that, I will be getting some kind of military science so we can burn through the military science. Let's get this one. That's a lot of military science. We can take this out and we can put it back in again and then go back to, that's probably too much. There. Good. So we are now burning through some military science and we'll hopefully burn through all of this as quickly as possible. How much do we have? We have 96,000. All right. It's going to be a lot of those. Let's send out our constructing bots. They were out here, and is there something that's not really working? This one doesn't seem to be getting what I need. Okay, so let's just do a bit of repair here, and then before that, and we can go to this location. Once we are at this location, we can build the new military science. We can also build the new actual science. Let's do that, and then I don't know. I don't dare take these out just yet because it's just too risky. This is, again, for some reason, it just seems like we're not doing so hard on the space science yet. How are we doing? Ooh, ooh. What? What are you doing? Rocket control units. That's not supposed to be like this, is it? What's your problem? That's definitely enough rocket control. I bet it's because this... No? Oh, dear. What are you doing? What's your problem? That makes no sense. Destination full? But you have... Train limit 0 of 1. Okay. What is the other one called? Okay, I'm starting to get a bit freaking out here. This one has 2 trains. Oh, right. Okay. Well, I guess we have a very good explanation why this keeps being out, because there's no reason to have that prefix. And as soon as we get that, we now have the 2 trains available, and that should give us... Seriously? Why are you not going to that? How is this destination full? It really shouldn't be. What are we missing? What are we missing? This one has 1 of 1. Uh-huh. And where's the other one? Here. This one is not 1 of 1. So when this one hits 3, it'll open for the other one. And go. We just need... There we go. It opens, and that should now be... The other one is inbound. Okay. So basically now we just need to get it back online. Here we have this one. This is now back online, and that's really why we were lacking on the white science, this space science. Okay, good thing. We found an error. That's awesome. Did we disable the stone bricks? Yes, we did. We also need to build some plastic. And here's an interesting thing about the plastic. I will just go up here and show you something. I've done some calculations here. If I want 90 per second, that's 5,400 in total per minute. Then, is it? Of course it is. And then we take a look at this. Is 65 and this is 43. That's kind of a lot per second, of course. We also need some lubricants we need to be aware of. We need 31. Here, that's not really a big deal, I think. But here we have some interesting things. 318 plastic. Of course, the plastic here is actually, it's a bit misleading at this point, because the plastic is going, let's see, it should actually be, this plastic should be 230. Because that's the 230 that goes into the low density structures. The rest of it goes into red circuit, but the red circuit is going into the blue circuit, and the blue circuit is a sort of common item, so therefore I have to do that separately. But it's pretty important to know that how much blue science are we actually needing, and this is 43, and if I just look at how little is actually produced in each one, 25 plus 25 plus 25, so that's 43 of those are coming in to the yellow science. It might actually not be the worst thing. If I look at the other thing that uses blue science, that is here, this one, and there you go. That uses 23. So clearly we have 3 of these. That will not be enough as we start scaling up. Not surprisingly, but that's a question for down the line. But plastic is going to be a massive issue. The plastic we're getting, let's have a look at how much plastic we're getting out. I think it's a bit less than 8 belts. That's 339 divided by 45. That's a bit less than 8 belts. So this is 339. That's actually quite a lot, now that I think of it. That also means, if you look at it from this perspective, I only have 4 of these belts, and I don't think 4 belts is enough when we really get it. We might actually have enough production, but we do not have enough actually transport for it, because it's producing it so rapidly. Let's get these 2 out and get at least 2 more plastic trains out here, because we're running out of plastic trains, and I will then, as a result, find the train loader. Where you be at, train loader? There you are. Good, I like that. Then we're also going to continue on our output here. That one. This is the military, so that's also fine. Everything up here is fine, and looks like we're actually pretty much in a stable situation, are we? These are all dark, the blue color. If they're blue, that means they don't request anything. That is crazy. We are now in a position where we have gotten everything, and it is time for us to unleash these, and that will be pretty simple, I think. And we are just not consuming fast enough here. Let's have a look at the production. Search for science, and we're consuming 2.8. Yeah, it's a pretty good ratio here. We're not really, but the thing is, like, if I'm consuming, again, if we look at it, 2.7, that's not what we had. We had 95, and then we had a full train plus 32, and then we divide this by 2.7. Yeah, it's going to be 100 minutes to consume all of our backlog plus whatever we are creating in the meantime. So we're not really burning through our backlog fast enough. And what I mean by that is this part here, because this one still has 32,000, and then on top of it we have 96,000. That will take 1.5 hours to run through. Now that's not necessarily something we're going to sit here and wait for, but it's something that I'll just get done. It'll just be a couple of episodes, and sort of the whatever stuff is happening between the episodes, I kind of sometimes let it run just a bit, and then just check up on things to make sure that things are working. If we look back on our base, do we have... Yep. They've been just filling up this side, so now they all have to come back here and fill up on the other side as well. And I really think that we have now stabilized the complete perimeter defense. That is such an amazing task. I think so, at least. Where are you at? You have not built everything yet. So let's build the last of it. This one is now open. Is that a bad thing or a good thing? Well, I'm gonna have to get you to 0, because I really... You know what? Get that over here. I don't want them to come in. Well, never mind. It's too late. Oh my god, sometimes I'm just making my life very difficult. Okay, I'm gonna accept it, build it, but don't send it out. Yeah. Okay, there you go. That's now built, and they're coming in, so otherwise they would be stuck anyway, and that's not a great situation. What do I want to do? I want to go down and build these things here, and maybe take this out. No, I can't take that out yet. Ah, that's so awkward. Do I, by the way, have... That is a weird thing to keep around. Do I have some... What are they called? Oops, that's the one too many. Some science labs. I should get some science labs. What is it, like 60 science labs each? Oh, it's already there. 60. We'll just get a little 60 science labs going in. Should be pretty quick. Good. And I'll pick that one to 0 again. And let's go all the way down to... Where are you? Yeah. These locations. But that, I think I actually have to enable it. Oh, that also means I have to disable this part. I don't like that. It's going to be such a mess to remove all of this. There. And the fuel's fine. But all of these should now be 0. Yep. And I can take this part, and that should be a copy to the next. All right, so that is means that they will no longer be requesting things inbound. These, as soon as I build all of this, they will start requesting, which will be a problem in and of itself. You are here, and I think that this is good. I'll just go... No, there's a little thing missing. Here. I thought I saw it there. That's a ghostly one. So we just need to make sure that all of this is built, so we don't have any glips anywhere that is not working. But it's producing. That is something. And I will now go down here and help build all of this. As I will go in here. Oh, we also need to get rid of all of the... Yep, so let's get this one done as fast as we possibly can. Okay, so that is now produced. They are ready. They're good to go. And so these are the two new science facility. This is the new military facility. What are we not getting in here? Oh, the stone bricks? Really? Oh, that's because we only have one stone brick production. And what happened to the stone brick production? Exactly what I had just said that it would happen. This one just has to be 0, and you just go to another one here. Good. So this one can actually be completely deconstructed. That's brilliant without sort of any problems at all. That's good. We'll send our spidertrons, our buildertrons out here just to do a bit of cleanup. And then we'll also, of course, reestablish that location. Good. And that should be fine. And it shouldn't be picking up a lot of crap either. But that's the stone bricks. Actually, the stone brick location. Can I still... No. I still get this one. That is definitely not okay to only have one of these trains. And we'll have 2, 3, 4. I think 4 is the right number. I think actually that would be the easiest thing would be seeing as there. If there are... Oh, there are 5 stops, but one of them gets destroyed. So if there are 4 stops, let's get 4 trains. That seems like a good compromise. This one is ready to take stuff in, but if I don't want to take it inbound unless or until I get the other outbound, I am going to remove this. But they need 500 here, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3. That's now 500. Yes, please. And over on this side, I will also put the rest of the 500. 500 in each. So they should have now 500 for each of those locations. Let me just check if this is correct. Oh, this says 1200. That's weird. Why did I put 1200? Huh. That seems such an arbitrary number, 1200. I put 500. I don't think that's enough. Is it? It's only like 100 of them working at any given time. We are going to be wary of running out of any of these materials. What I should be doing, or can actually be doing at this location, is set up a warning that will indicate if the logistics network is empty of one of the sciences. So that's probably the safest thing to do. And it should be a pretty simple one. We can build it here. That's how many sciences do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just go 7. There. I don't want to use the red line because it's already done. There we go. This one is exporting the logistics network content. And do I have it in a here? Of course, that's not really working at this location. So building it here is probably not the greatest idea. Okay, we're definitely not having volume. We definitely have an alert. And we are definitely going to say we have something. If the value of red is 0, then display an alert red. That's the part blinking here, and then when I hover over it, I should get some more information about it. And that information should be, let's get just some icons that will describe it. So it basically is at a science, and then it will be in a logistics chest, and then it'll be what? That one. So I think that's a pretty ample description on what the problem is there. And so this is set up. What I'm going to do here, this will indicate to me if there is a problem with any of the inbounds at this location, which obviously we're obviously going to get warnings immediately for all of them because, well, there isn't anything here. Ran the wrong way. And I will just place it down here. There we go. So that means if it's running out of science at any location, we'll get a ton of blinking. That is a whole lot of non-information for me right now, because that's, yeah, it's just a non-information. What I'm going to do is I'm going to improve this, or basically just get it back in, get it online. Wow. Yeah. And I guess you need to go back. So let's go back. Now this will put a massive strain on our science production because we are now drawing in and filling up these while the other ones are actually not really done. So this will put a big strain on our factory, which is, yeah, I don't mind. How's this one coming along? This one is, oh, I also have to make sure that this one is always set to 1 because I want it to always be working, even to the point where it empties the last bit. What I do not want is the new one. And I'm just checking. Yes, that is set to 0. So I should also, because otherwise I have no idea about all these temporary things I'm doing. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it right smack there. So I know this might not be working. Is that even visible enough? Put it, yeah, well, actually, it should be on the station. I was considering station disabled. There. There you go. Station disabled. Good. And we have cleared this out, kind of. Kind of cleared this out somehow. Not great in terms of... this always happens. Doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this blueprint that we already have. And I'm going to paste it here. And then obviously, I'm going to do it even better. I'm going to... And then also include tiles, but not the landfill tiles, only the water fill tiles, because then I can do... What? Why? Yeah, take that out. There. And you can now start building it, and I will come over to your rescue, or assistance at least. There you go. Whoa, busy, busy, busy. That's because there's a green train coming in, so that's like 64,000 green being sent out. I am going to build the new... I wonder if there's something I don't have. Oh, look at this. It's actually decreasing quite a lot at this point. And anything that I want that I don't have over at this location. Let's get some chemical plants and some... Let's get some of these things, just because. There, and this one, 50, I don't know. And do I have offshore pumps? Yes, I do. Do I have normal pumps? Yes, and then... Probably not enough pipes. There always need more pipes. So let's just make sure that when I build it, I go over there and I have enough pipes to support. And that is good. We're getting all the rest of the pipes, kind of. Yep. Let's get to this location. There. That's a good location. Off we go. We got enough pipes. And we're going to be taking it down again once we're out of the network here. Because I don't want to have that permanently. And I also want this to be 0. No. That can't be done. Not yet. Whoa, where are you going? Oh, right. It's down there. And going out. And I'll pick this one up because why not? Oh, it's already coming in. But there are a lot of things that just don't work right now. That's why we are here. This part. And then we get the offshore pumps. This is my one cheat mod that I'm using to water fill because, my God, it's annoying that I have to build things off to the side and maintain it. And once you landfill something, you can't unlandfill it afterwards. So, yeah, this is just one of those things where it's really weird that with all the technology we have, we can't punch a hole in the ground and get some water out. But this one is working. It gets some oil. I don't know if the oil is actually going to be working sufficiently, but we now have an extra production here, so we shouldn't be seeing that coming out anytime soon. Okay, so here we have some yellow and some purple signs. Now, why do we have yellow and purple signs being inadequate here? Well, that's pretty obvious because yellow and purple signs are the two sciences that are only working at 7,200 and not at 5,400. So because they are not working at 5,400, there simply isn't enough to support, because what I've just done is enable more science. Oh, look at that. So it now spikes up because I have the other ones working, and this one now starts working. And you can see these are stopping to work. Why are they stopping to work? There is only one way to find out, and that is by going there. Well, there's actually many ways, but the most fun way is going there and taking a look. Implementing our implementing this blueprint. No, where are you? This blueprint here. If I implement it, then it will give us the reply immediately, even though we are supposed to just deconstruct it. And basically, at this point, we'll just say, okay, what are we going to do with the rest of the signs? We'll have to figure out how much rest of the signs is actually. 52,000 and 13,000. Okay, but the rest is run out. But 52,000, that's not good to see 52,000 there. What about this one? Also 52,000. It does seem kind of suspicious that we are getting so much more of this. Huh. Are the numbers? Oh, 52,000 is actually possible. It just means that they're just filling up. Well, that's kind of sad, because that's a lot of setup here. And I'll be taking the next. Look at that. Sulfuric acid. All right. So now I can look at it. That is a whole lot of non-information, to be honest. But I can look at it like this and go, everything except purple signs. So all I can do is, what I should do here is redo it so that I can, for example, say the purple signs is now going to be requesters, because it's not really working anymore, this facility. And then I can just load it up there, and I will be requesting the purple signs at this location. 500. There. And what I can then do is I can change the name of this. It gets really interesting. This is an absolute hack, and the best way I can come up with to make sure that we have this and yeah, I'm gonna add an extra train here. Don't tell anyone. There. And paste the name. Get this one in. Fuel. There. And go. Please go there. Yeah, right. So this one should just now be treating it as a supply position and not as a demand position, because I have 52,000. That's just way too much to me for me to throw away on nothing. So let's get this one filled up, and once it's filled up, it will automatically go to the new location, which is one of the places that we don't have it. The yellow signs, though, is going to be a different type of beast, because if we look at it this way, this location, actually the ones that we know are not working. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Here. We have a bit of space signs, and then the rest is just completely empty. It's not completely empty because it's probably stuck over here, but completely empty is close enough. This is just 5 stacks, so I can hand move that around. This is on 26,000. I am going to build this thing here again, I guess, and build it up on the other side. That was another research. Great. I'm going to take this out, and this out, and this out, and this one, and then just happily stamp this in. We'll see that it goes in, and I will be setting this one up to 1. Let's look at the content of this logistics network. It is now 20,000 plus whatever I have in my trash, so I'll just take those 20,000 as well. That should be the easiest way for me to do this, and that will be actually emptying all of this. And I will go to here and unload my happy science into a location where it's going to be appreciated. I'll also take this out down to 0 again, because I really don't want these in my inventory unless I specifically request it. Is sulfuric acid a problem? Nope. Is that one a problem? Yeah. These are... Okay, you know, now I'm kind of aware about this problem, so now I don't want to get that. Can I send my spiders there to remove it? I will. Now, what you might be thinking at this point is, isn't this a bit a meandering let's play right now? Well, yes, but that's also because what we're really doing is trying to get more control of where we have things and what we're doing and all of that good stuff. So if I can... That was pretty damn close to perfect. That's going to... Yeah, okay, so it's close to balanced. There, 53,000. That's definitely now not a problem, and I can take that home. All right, let's take stock of the situation. What have we built? What are we building? This is taking these out, so we should now have more appropriate warnings in our network. We have disabled the old bricks. They're gone. We have replaced it with a sulfuric acid build. That's good. We are now using the new science, and the old science is pretty damn dead. And in this case, this probably is not going to be ever filling up entirely, is it? No, look how little we have left in the logistics storage here. That is good. And we just need the last bits here being put into the train. And once that's put into the train, actually that means this one has to be a 0. Don't ever request anything anymore. What are we at? 19,000, 20,000. That's actually good. Well, it was, yeah, that's 20,000. Good. You're going to go out, and you're going to go into another one. Why are we not getting into another one? All right, let's just unload it then. And let's get the other location. What do we have here? This, yes, perfect. Okay. What? Oh crap! Oh no! Stop that! I forgot. I had to have another plant here. There we go. There you go, and you will go to that one, which is exactly where we are. Now it's going to be filled up. Great, up to 32,000. Once that's done, we can send it. It will go automatically to the other location. It was simply having the bad name. There. Destination full. Oh, so now our signs don't even want anything. That's interesting. Albeit a bit annoying. What is... don't go there. And how much do we have remaining? We have 33,000 remaining. Okay. Well, I need to consume more signs then. But if I consume more science, then we have a problem. Let's have a look at the science again to see if things are stabilized again. Yeah, okay, there's a little bit dip, and then we go back to the 2,800. So over time, it's actually still averaging more than that. I have a bit of a dip, and it's like a pulse, and then it's back on the flat line where we actually like it. We like our base flatlining. Great. All we need to do now is just deconstruct this because we need this space for something else. And there's nothing in this location. Unfortunately, I can't really delete all of this because this is still waiting for another train here. I hope this one will get in. And I am going to just pick up as much as possible. It'll probably end up with a lot of science because all of these still have a lot of science in here. And yeah, that's fine. It will be what it is. There. Oh no, we didn't get. Okay, well. Build that one at the end. Okay, so that's done. And that means we can also... Well, this one we can't really get rid... Wow. Was that really the case already? Oh, that's so cool how fast that actually went. This one gets a flat 0 because it's now done. And then the other one can now be undisabled. That is glorious how fast this actually is. And then it is set by the train limit. You are here, 37,000. And I will take the train... You can now go, first you just go out and then you go into the next. Into the next. What is it? All right, let's do force you out and then go there. There we go. So now it goes to the other one to get fully loaded. Great. That means this is also a one that I can take out. And okay, again over here, let's make sure that this gets taken out, and I guess we have way too overfull. Yeah, they've overfilled these by far. That means that we just need to go back with this. It's all good. It's just, yeah. There we go. Oh, also that one. Get that one, and then go all the way back here. Right, so let's see what we're doing. This one says that it's in a problem, but I don't think it actually is because we are harvesting so much from this one. And we'll take this out. We can take this out as well. And then we have now, what we've now done is opened up this part. And what I think I want to do is take the yellow signs and again, move it over to use these two lanes next to each other, or columns, so that the white... that's purple. The purple signs can fill these two columns. And then it'll basically be 2 columns for purple, 2 columns for yellow, 1 column for blue, was shared with the military, which can also add it up here. And then we have this one and that one for the space signs. And actually a bit extra here for the more fuel. We get this one for the science facility, and then we still have plenty of space left. Then from there on, we can start figuring out what the next problems is, and we know exactly what the next problem will be. That will be lack of materials. We are seeing some of these deposits starting to run dry, and we're going to have to figure out some kind of expansion in order to do that. But that will be upcoming episodes. So for now, thank you very much for joining, watching, following along, and of course, particularly the people supporting the channel on Patreon. Thank you very much for doing that. I'll continue to do this as long as there is an interest and as long as there are Patreon supporters with their names for upcoming episodes. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, take care. And as always, stay effective.